Hello, soul friends. This is Miriam. Welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is a little bit different. We're going to be using my pendulum and asking yes or no questions. And then depending on which pile you pick, these tarot cards will be what I use to explain why you got a yes or a no question and give you some more details, as well as some oracle cards to give you some clarification on why you got the answer that you got. So remember, no matter your individual beliefs, tarot is either your spirit guides coming through to give you advice, or it is your own subconscious mind answering life's ponders. And no matter how you look at it, that is healthy and you are in the right place. So for our piles, we are going to be using the gold foil tarot. These are PVC tarot cards, so they're very plasticky and slippery and fun. Each one of the piles is already pre-split for you. You can get this deck on Amazon. I believe this is called the Black Gold deck. And then after you get your tarot readings, I'm probably going to use some of these Power of Surrender Oracle cards in case there's something you need help letting go of. And then also some of these Gateway of Light Activation Oracle cards. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video if you need to focus on. If you like to pick with charms or crystals, here's some white agate for pile 1. Some yellow jasper for pile 2. Green aventurine for pile 3. And some black agate for pile 4. For the pendulum, I got this on Amazon as well. This is blue onyx with, I believe, some garnet, carnelian, citrine, green aventurine, turquoise, sodalite, cat hair, and amethyst. All right, so we will see you all in your individual readings. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 1. So if you picked this pile with the white agate stone, this is going to be your reading. So I'm going to take my pendulum here. I'm going to hold it until it is still. And the way that I do these is a circle is yes, side to side swing is no. So benevolent guides of pile 1, could you please give them a yes or no answer? Side to side being no, and circle being yes. Benevolent guides of pile 1, please give me a circle for yes or side to side for no to their question. Okay, I am seeing a side to side swing. So pile 1, that is a no. So let's look at your tarot cards and see why your guides are saying this is a no. Okay. So we have the Page of Wands and the Devil on why this is a no for pile 1. We also have the Queen of Swords. The Star in reverse. Any other tarot cards for pile? Ooh. That went all the way down to the floor. Let's grab that one and see what's going on. Okay. And the Three of Wands. Okay, so let me get a sense of this real quick. For pile one people why this was a no. So what I'm seeing here, pile ones, is that whatever it is that you were asking, it is a no. And keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and let the rest go. With Page of Wands being next to the Devil, and also with the Queen of Swords being next to the Devil, is that there's something that you want that you don't have enough experience for just yet. Like, you will get there, but you haven't gotten there yet. Okay, so what they're hoping for is that, and this is something in the realm of like your spirituality or something that inspires you. Okay, it also has something to do with fire elements. And then wands are also connected to like high noon and summer. So it could be something that some of you were hoping for that would happen this summer. Or it could be something that you were hoping was going to happen this summer and your guides are explaining to you that it's too soon for it to happen this summer. Okay. And that they're also saying that you're obsessing about this. Okay. That this question, this yes or no that you're looking for, is becoming an obsession for you. Either it's an obsession because you want to know, or it's an obsession because you badly want an answer one way or the other. Okay. And I'm getting a sense from some of you, because this is a general reading, that some of you are hoping for a no. And some of you are indifferent to it and just need to know what it is, if it's a yes or a no. And some of you were really hoping for a yes. Okay. And so that being said, remember to take what I say with a grain of salt, and don't take what resonates, or don't take what doesn't resonate with you, because this is a general reading. And so the obsessiveness that you're feeling is kind of holding you back. And what your guides are saying is that you need to reach the level of maturity of the Queen of Swords to be able to have what you wanted from this. Okay. Because if you don't have the maturity or the experience, because you're still back here in an in-page stage, is like what I like to call it, beginner stage. Okay. They want you to move into this. So with this fieriness, and then the fieriness that we associate with devils, okay, they're saying that you need to focus more on like practical matters, communicating more, okay, and learning to be more decisive. Whereas right now, you're just not quite there yet. With the star in reverse, I'm seeing in that case that we're getting like, you have potential, but you need more planning for it to work out well. Okay. And I'm seeing that with more planning, with the Three of Wands here, that this could this could turn into a yes for you, or you could become ready and move out of this no zone. Okay. If you take the time to learn, be patient, start communicating better with yourself and with others, and to let go of this obsessiveness of like, it needs to happen right now, or it either needs to happen right now or it doesn't need to happen at all. Okay. Put some planning and some effort into what you're looking at, and also consider if you really want this at all, if that makes any sense. Piles one. Okay. So that being said, let's go ahead. And since this is a no, let's go ahead and get some Power of Surrender cards going, just to see what you need to let go of for this to become a yes, or for you to feel content with this no. Okay. I know it's difficult to articulate because I'm getting so much different energy going in. Okay. Yep. Surrender, worry. So I don't know if you can read that with the lighting I have going on in here. Make a commitment not to lead any anxiety-driven life. I'm sorry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. I totally read that wrong. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that spirit is guiding you always. Okay, yeah, so if this isn't happening for you yet, pile one. And I'm going to put this under the Devil, because I feel like that's part of that obsessiveness that you're having, is that worry. Okay, let me try to see if that helps. Is that better? Can you see better now? Okay, so surrendering that worry is very, very important, okay, with this obsession that I'm feeling from most of you. Let go of the outcome on this one, pile one, and just let it happen. Like, they're saying that you have the skills to make this happen or turn this into a yes for some of you if you wish. Or keep it a no if that's what you would like it to be. Basically, they're saying you will be satisfied. You have this ability, okay? But you need to surrender worrying about it, obsessing about it, etc. Here we have surrender to passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Yeah, I'm going to put this over here by this page, okay? Because I'm sensing that, yes, you need to like focus less on the outcome and more on the journey at this point of getting to where it is that you would like to go. Please don't pay any attention to how dirty and disorganized everything is up here, you guys. I'm trying to just zoom out so you can see all these cards. Okay, let's get a couple more surrender cards, if I may. Benevolent Guides of Pile 1. What do they need to surrender to best use this reading? Oh my. Okay, these two. There's a huge pile of them, but those two fell out all by themselves in two, which I had asked for two. Thank you. All right. Surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude. Be of service to others and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Okay. I'll just set this down here. So yeah, I think maybe with some of you, what's going on here is you're focused on this idea of like, this outcome has to happen or it's a failure, okay? And your guides are saying that that's not necessarily the case, that there just needs to be more time. Get some light in here. There just needs to be some more time for you to cultivate what you've been striving for. Actually, let's try moving these up. Scooching these over, and let's again. Almost. Okay. And then we also have surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Okay. So yeah, what I'm getting here, pile 1 people, is that, yeah, you're just obsessing too much about this outcome, and you don't have to. Your guides are saying that everything's going to turn out to the best of your ability and that you have the ability to make this happen if you really want it, okay? And so they're encouraging you to try to just let go, enjoy the journey, learn as much as you can, find the parts about it that are passionate or passion igniting for you. Don't sit back and get gloomy and procrastinate. I know I do that. Or if I get like confused or worried about an outcome, a lot of times I might sit and fret instead of doing something. Try not to worry. Let go of your ego. I think some of you this might be a blow to your ego if it doesn't work out the way you want it to. And so they're saying to let go of that because that will also hold you back in this situation. So let's look at some Gateway of Light activation cards to get some positive feedback on things, maybe actions you need to do, doorways you need to go through, and options that you can take. Let's look at these since they popped right out. There's quite a few, but that's okay. Sacred inner peace, sacral chakra, tenderness, sensuality. Yes. And this also ties into the Devil card. I think what they're trying to say here, pile 1, is that they want you to focus, your guides want you to focus on the journey and surrender to the pleasure of the journey itself. So often we get into this idea of getting hung up on the past when things were better, or getting hung up on the future because it's going to be better somehow, right? And they're saying that you need to enjoy the here and the now, okay? And that that itself carries its own pleasures, okay? You also could be getting some advice, some of you, on working on your sacral chakra, okay? Working on that tenderness inside of you, and also your creativity. You might need to be tapping into some more creative flow. Also have heart source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. Yes, accept what is happening now, Okay. Don't worry so much about what's happening in the future or what might happen eventually. Focus on the now, pile one. Okay, we got two more. Crown chakra upgrade, divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. I notice it says upgrade. I feel like this is going into that idea of, notice she's got her crown going on and she's the queen. She's like at the tippy top of her suit, okay? As far as being like the highest female energy that this suit can have, the most well-adjusted and mature. So this, I feel like, is what they're saying as far as like the waiting, okay, and getting more experienced with the page energy that I'm seeing here, and explaining that you need to be mature and patient. All right, and let's look here. Chamber of the Violet Flame, karmic release and radical transformation. Yes, I am seeing y'all. And your guides are telling me that this is going to come to pass. You can turn this energy into the yes energy that you want it to be. Some of you are like, I was hoping for a no, and that's all good too. So if you're hoping for a no, I think it's because you already know some of this. It could be like a person you were hoping was ready for something isn't ready for any of this yet. And this is other people energy. If you're like, yep, they worry too much, they're too inexperienced, they're too obsessed with the outcome, they're too egotistical so far, they're too worried about harming their ego if this doesn't work out exactly like they're planning. We need to take more time. They need to enjoy the journey more. This could also be for those of you that are looking for a no, that it is a confirmation that yes, this person procrastinates too much still. They're too immature still. They're not quite balanced yet. They haven't planned enough, etc., etc. All right. Okay, pile one. I think that's all I have for you. Actually, let's go ahead, just for a final little kick, let's go ahead and do some magic, making magic manifest in your dreams. Okay. Sorry. My camera's in a different spot than it usually is. So I'm like holding everything in the wrong place. Pile one. I apologize. Okay, we got one. Mystic Star Harmony in the home and great friendships. Yes, your guides are basically saying, relax, take a breath, enjoy the journey, find some friend time, okay? Spend some time at home relaxing. Don't stress, okay? If you were looking for a no, you were correct in your assumption that this person wasn't ready or that you yourself were not ready. If you were looking for a yes, now you know why it is a no, but it can become a yes. So that is what I'm getting overall for pile one. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe if you like what you've seen so far. Check out my other videos, like if you like those. Give me some comments on how this resonated with you. And then as always, give me comments on some suggestions on readings you'd like to see in the future. Also, go ahead and send me an email if you'd like to set up a private reading with me. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day, y'all. Take care. We'll see you at the next one. Hello, pile two. So if you picked this pile, the way we do this is I hold this as steady as I possibly can, and then hold it as still as I possibly can, and I do circles for yes and side-to-side swings for no. We're going to keep it nice and simple. Doesn't matter which way the circle is going, doesn't matter which way it's swinging, you know, up, down, back, forth. We'll just say if it's swinging, it's a no. If it's a circle of any kind, it's a yes. So benevolent guides of pile two. Please give me a yes or no to their question. A side-to-side swing for no. And a circle for yes. I'm closing my eyes now. Benevolent guides of pile two. Please give me a circle for yes, side to side swing for no. Circle for yes, side to side swing for no. Circle for yes, side to side swing for no. Circle for yes, side to side swing for no. Okay, I'm seeing side to side swing. for pile 2. So that is a no pile 2. So let's find out why. Let's put this little guy over here so we have more room. So benevolent guides and gods of pile 2, please tell us why they got a no to their question. Benevolent guides of pile 2, please tell us why they got a no to their question. Okay, thank you. All right, pile 2s, we have the 8 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords, and the Sun in reverse. So benevolent guides of pile 2. Why did they get a no for their question? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is remind you that this is a general reading. So take what resonates for you and let go of the rest, because it's going to be a weird yes or no questions are very black and white. And when you have several different energies coming through or several different questions for different people, it's going to be weird. So I'm just throwing that out there. Just take what you need, okay? Or what resonates for you. So what I'm seeing for it being a no is that I feel like this is pertaining to jobs for some of you, or at least some kind of earthly bound situation, okay? So some earth matter, some matter in your livelihood, money matter of some kind. But what I'm seeing with the no is that they're saying that no, you need to walk away, that you shouldn't stay. So I think for some of you, I'm getting a very strong vibe that this is a question of, should I stay in my current job or not? And I'm getting right now that you are definitely getting a hard no, that you should walk away from this current job, okay? And the reason being is that you've been doing it for a while and everything has been the same. Now, this card is not always negative, but just this is, I don't just go by the meaning of the cards in the booklets. I go by their positioning with each other and the general energy that I'm getting from your guides. So like what I'm seeing with this is that you've been doing the same thing over and over and over again. And no matter how good you get and no matter how much you produce, you're still stuck in this like beginners, not beginners, but like I feel like you've been here for a while, but you're still back in like not rookie mode entirely, because it is a knight, but like this idea that like everyone's still seeing you as progressing forward when like really they should have already promoted you or given you a raise or whatever. And like I feel like you've been sitting because it's the Knight of Pentacles. He's the slowest moving knight out of the deck, so he doesn't see a lot of action. Does that make sense? And so it seems like it's not progressing fast enough, no matter how much of this you've been doing. And so your guides are saying it's time to walk away. That perhaps like your question was, is this going to get better? Or am I going to be recognized? Or am I going to get what I deserve if I keep doing what I'm doing? And then their answer to you is no, you need to walk away and find what you're really looking for. In some instances, I'm also seeing with the 7 of Swords that possibly you're being taken advantage of in this position, is what I'm seeing for some of you, okay? And that's taking away from this being more positive and being upright, okay? And that's why this is in the reverse. Like, I'm not seeing that this is catastrophic bad, okay? I'm seeing this as like, you know, you're not making as much as you could. Like, this could be better. You could have more money or you could have more satisfaction in this endeavor, but because you've been content and patient and hardworking and not as demanding. Those are good qualities, but it's like led to people taking advantage of you in this position. Okay. This could also mean with the Seven of Swords could also mean that you've gotten very savvy at what you do. And so in order to flip this upright to make it as good as it can be, like you're already doing well, because this card to me, I always read it as positive, whether it's upside down or right side up. Okay. But I feel like it can always be better in this energy that I'm seeing now. So like your skills are honed enough, because this card can also indicate that you've done something for so long that now you're really good at it. Okay. And so does this card. This card also means that in jobs and art and things like that, things that you're doing on earth here, that you're experienced enough that you're super savvy at it. And so you deserve more is what your guides are saying. And remember, this energy is not fixed. Okay. I don't do, so much as like future predictions. I'm doing more of like current energy of where you are right now. So like, and that's generally how tarot works and how pendulums work, is that they're more along the lines of reading the current energy and what you can change and how you can make things better, as opposed to this is what you're headed towards. Roar. Okay. All right. So that being, I know that was the dorkiest roar you've ever heard. Please feel free to laugh at me. So let's get some advice on what you need to, what actions you need to take, or what you need to surrender in order to get into a better place. Ooh. And I'm just going to try to get 4 of these right off the bat. That one. Oh, no, hang on. I feel this one on the bottom. Okay. Let me zoom out real quick so that we can, well, let's focus in on them first and then we'll decide. Scooch these up a bit. I was going to say these cards are so slippery that I probably can't get this guy to stay. Okay, we'll just put him right here. They can be friends. All right. We knew what they were, right, guys? Okay, here we go. All right, so first off, we have surrender to rest and sleep. So to prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Also, I want to point out that some interpreters feel like the sun in reverse means that you are feeling burned out. Okay, and so burnout is very, very typical in workforce type stuff. Let's put that right there. Okay, let's do this one next. Surrender to receive support and love. Allow love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. Yeah, I think I'm seeing a lot with the energy that I'm picking up for you, pile 1. Or I'm sorry, pile 2. Gosh, I hope I haven't been calling you pile 1 this entire time. You guys know who you are. So I feel like because you've been so savvy and everything that you need to surrender. Your guides are saying you need to surrender to this idea of allowing yourself to accept love and support from those in your workplace or those surrounding you in this situation, because you deserve it. You've worked hard. You've accomplished a lot. You've become very savvy. You're on the brink of burnout because you're not receiving what you've needed. And so it's time to walk away is what they're saying. And you need to be more demanding about being appreciated, okay, in the future, either by these current people or the new people you're going to come in contact with if you choose to leave, okay? Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got this one in the last deck as well. The last pile we're reading. And interestingly enough, it was in the same position. So strange. So surrender to passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Yeah, I'm hearing with you guys specifically pile 2s that you need to find new things, new people, new situations. okay? Because at this point, this ain't cutting it the way you've been being treated, all right? And I'm still getting very hard, like, job energy. But also it could just be like something that you work at, like a hobby. Maybe you volunteer. Okay. I've had volunteer situations where you're doing all this work, because you're trying to be a good person, and all you're getting is like complaining and more demands. And you're like, I was doing this for free because, I was trying to be nice. Like some accolades or some appreciation or some help would be nice, right? Some love. Give me some love. All right. So this one says surrender to miracles. So be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Yeah, I'm sensing that with some of you, and I totally can understand and relate to this, that some of you are worried that if you walk away, if you quit your job, if you walk away from this organization, if you demand respect, if you demand higher pay, etc. and so forth, okay, that you'll be kicked out and left out in the cold, or you'll be homeless, or you won't make enough money, or everyone will hate you, okay? And your guides are saying that this is not true. They want to get this flipped around so that it's the most positive experience that you've had. You deserve it. You've worked for it. And they're saying that you need to just surrender to the miracles of walking away and trying something new. Okay, so let's look and see what kind of actions you can take, what kind of gateways can open up for you, or activations that you need to download, or things, energies that are going to come through and help you for my pile twos in this situation, and why this was a no. Okay. Looks like we've got 4. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, 5 extra. That's fine. Okay, so first off, we have Stargate Heart. Heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. So what I'm seeing here is that you need to walk away from being so generous, or expect other people to at least be generous with you after you've been so generous with them. Okay. And that it's okay. All right. And so I think with the heart chakra meditations that you should be doing is let go of any guilt or undue responsibility that you feel, pile twos, because you've done enough. Is what I'm hearing over and over again. You've done enough. You've done more than enough. What else we got? Star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home, soul family. Okay, yeah. Focus in on the people and things that make you feel passion, that make you feel good. Okay. Focus in on that. Enjoy it. You're missing out on that, I'm hearing, for some of you. Okay. Because you're working so hard on things and people that don't appreciate you. So start focusing on what you want to do, the people you like, the projects that you care about, because you're the one that's working so hard. You deserve to do what you want. Here we have sorry guys, Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensuality, uniqueness, living with grace. Okay, so do some sacral chakra work. Take some time for some pleasure for yourself, pile twos, because I'm still hearing from your guides that you're not doing enough for yourself and you deserve it. Okay. We also have Emerald Tablet. Blah, blah. I'm sorry. I need to do a throat chakra meditation apparently, because I can't talk. Emerald Tablet activation, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. Okay. Your guides are going to say to you right now that this energy that you've been putting up with, that you deserve more. And if you're not sure how to get more, right, or how to make that happen for you, you can activate it yourself, okay, by manifesting it, by thinking. And with you guys, it's not so much like picturing it working out the best way possible. That's not the type of manifesting your guides want you to work on. They want you to work on the type of manifesting where you're like, this is going to happen for me, or I am going to do this right now, because I believe deep down in my soul and heart that I deserve it. Run that back. Say it again. Listen to it. Say it with me. I deserve it. It's going to happen because I deserve it. Okay. And if somebody's like, why are you leaving? Why are you quitting? Why are you not doing as much as you were before? Say, because I am not getting the accolades I deserve, and I deserve it. All right. And last but not least, angelic frequency. Angels are here. You're safe. Potent connection. Yeah, guys, if you're worried about like not making it, okay, because you're walking away from this job or you're standing up and asking for a raise, etc., your angels and guides are saying that they're there to protect you. You're not going to starve in the street, y'all. And I know that's easier said than believed, right? But try to have faith, okay? Practice, start with baby steps. Somebody's going to approach you and ask for something else. Say no this time. If they take attitude with that, you can always stay kind, but say, you know what, I don't appreciate that. I've already done all this. Okay? Let's pull one more little action card for you, making magic cards. Okay? This just gives you a little bit of, they're tiny, and they just give you a little bit of extra advice on like action you can take. I only need like one card for pile 2, please. Thank you. All right. Star, the silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. Yeah, let go, y'all. Let go and just let go, let be, let yourself stand for who you are, okay? Let your own actions speak for themselves. You've already done so much, pile 2. And definitely don't worry about what anybody thinks, because I'm in your corner. Your guides are in your corner. And honestly, these people that are pressuring you, they're in your corner too, y'all. They're just acting like they're not, like, because if you don't do it, they're going to have to find somebody else who will, and just nobody can quite do it just like you have been doing it. But that's not your problem. All right. I hope you liked this reading. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more. I try to do about 1 video per week, but then every once in a while I slack off, so then you'll get a whole cluster all at once. So subscribe and get some notifications when I download a new video. Also, I do private videos, so email me if you'd like a private video, a private reading of some kind. I also do them via text, etc. So I'm pretty flexible. Just email me, let me know what you need. And then give me some comments on how this resonated with you and some feedback on readings you'd like to see in the future. All right, pile 2, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Hello, pile 3s. So if you picked the green aventurine pile 3, go ahead and think of your question. And the way that I do this is we're going to do a circle for yes, either way, okay? And a side-to-side swing for no. Circle for yes, side-to-side swing for no. Benevolent guides of pile 3, please give us a side-to-side for no to their question, or a swing around in a circle for yes. Side-to-side for no, swing around for yes. Side-to-side for no, swing around for yes. Okay, I am getting a very small little circle. I don't know if you can see that. But we're going to go ahead. Can I get a little bit more of a swing? Guides of pile 3 so they know for sure. Side to side for no. Circles for yes. Okay, yeah, I'm getting a circle, guys. Yep, there we go. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and say that is a yes for my pile 3s. So let's go ahead and shuffle your little stack of tarot cards. Oh my. That we have here as to why this is a yes. Why this is a yes for pile 3. Why this is a yes for pile 3. Thank you. Okay. Sorry for all the throat clearing. I was just telling pile twos that I need to maybe work on my throat chakra meditations because I'm just like, or, maybe I should lay off dairy. I don't know. Anyway, so what I'm seeing here for y'all, pile threes, is that your guides are coming through saying that this is a yes for you. And the reason why this is a yes for you is because it is time, okay? It is time for this thing to happen for you. It's divine timing is what I'm seeing through here, okay? I'm also seeing that this is something you've been working towards since your childhood, okay? And that it's going to happen soon with the Eight of Wands, all right? So, I mean, that's like probably one of the more straightforward readings I've ever gotten in my entire life. Very cool. So thank your guides for a moment with me because that was very clear communication from your guides. Okay, so yeah, once again, it's a yes because this is divine timing, okay? And because you've worked so hard for something since your childhood and it's going to happen soon. Okay. Now, for those of you, and we always have to consider this, for those of you who were hoping maybe it wasn't a yes, your guides are saying to you that whatever hesitation you're feeling or fear of this being a yes, to set your fears aside and to be strong and to be strong is what this card is saying if you didn't want this to be a yes. Because they're saying this was divinely timed. This is something that has been ordained for you since your birth and that it's going to happen soon, whether you want it to or not. Does that make sense for those of you that didn't want this to be a yes? Okay, so that is very straightforward. Thank your guides for being so clear. I'm sorry if you didn't want it to be a yes, but your guides are saying over and over again, like, don't be afraid. This was the way this is supposed to be, okay? And that this was totally in the cards since you've existed, okay? This is part of your soul contract, part of your divine path, part of just the regular focus of life, okay? But they're saying to be not afraid, that this is all ordained by whoever is in charge, your creator, okay? Or just the natural progression of things, all right? So let's go ahead and see what you need to let go of to adjust to this, okay? And we're looking for about 4 of these for pile threes. Oh. One more. Here we go. Ooh, I got 2 more, which is just fine. All right. So let's go ahead and take it. Okay, sorry about that, pile threes. I just need to regroup and maybe censor one of the cards a little bit in case YouTube doesn't like one of the words. So your first card out of these is surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. Okay. Remember that if you didn't want this to be a yes, they want you to see this as a significant blessing time for you, and that it's okay to receive love from others right now and support from them, help from them. Okay. And if that's hard for you to do, your guides want you to stretch your limits there and try to ask for help. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Okay, so if this is a pregnancy thing, or if it's a health question, I know I have health anxiety, so a lot of times I'll go to one of these to try to at least center myself before I make a call to urgent care going, I think I'm gonna die, I need to come in, yeah. So anywho, they're saying listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you're energized and happy, move forward. So trust your instincts, Okay. Trust your body's instincts. And if your body's telling you that something's off, okay, mentally, physically, whatever, you need to go see a doctor. Okay. And don't just rely on these videos for health advice, mental or physical. Always go to a doctor, y'all, if you need help. Okay. Okay, surrender your addictions, and I'm only going to show the picture and not show you as much of the words. Okay, so I'm going to censor this a little bit for you. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, loving, overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier activities or alternatives. Okay, so that being said, y'all, make sure that if your health is being affected by something that you're addicted to, even if it's like addiction to like working out, you know, like you're running so much that it's starting to wreck your knees and your doctor's like, you need to rest and not work out so much. And you're like, I can't not move around. Well, Cupcake, you need to like listen to your doctor. In fact, I'm hearing like that coming through very hard from like a guide. Like, Cupcake, you need to listen to your doctor. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Surrender to setting limits. Yes. Okay. So limits on exercising, limits on anything that you're addicted to. So it's healthy to set boundaries in relationships, practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. Yes. So remember, don't apologize. Okay. I'm hearing that also from your guides. Don't apologize to others for setting your limits with them. Okay. And with this situation, for some of you, with this being a yes, especially if it's a health situation or a pregnancy situation, you're going to get a lot of unsolicited advice from people who aren't doctors as well. And so always remember that you can say like, I don't want to hear that from you right now. All right. Like, I appreciate it, but like, I can't deal with listening to that right now. I'm going to listen to my doctor. Okay. And let's see what else we got. And surrender to complete healing. Yes. Excuse me. Allergy season is upon us, my friends. At least that's while I'm filming this. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Yes, I also see this going along with the health aspect. Okay. So that being said, y'all, I'm getting a lot of tough love vibe from your guides here. And so I apologize if I sound like I'm being tough on you. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to be clear and give you your messages. So let's see what else we got here for... Excuse me. For your doorways, your activation. So these are messages about... whatever, since these just dropped right out and I was looking for about 4 of them and we got 5, we'll just go with it. Okay. Like actions you can take, areas of your chakras that might need healing, areas of your life or your soul that are getting like what they call downloads, which is basically like evolution of some kind. Okay. Or progress in some way. Excuse me. If I have to pause for this, I will, but let's try to work through it. Orion activation, supernova recreation or recreation, renewal. I think it's recreation, guys. Just kidding. Rebirthed by light. Okay, so as this is popping forth Orion activation, I'm not a huge expert on astrology, so I would definitely look up Orion and see what kind of spiritual attributes that star has, or that constellation has. Okay. Also phases of astrology, such as moon phases, star phases, sky and night, yada yada. Look up phases of the stars and times when that might be relevant for you as well. But we're seeing like renewal, rebirth by light. So like I'm seeing this idea that like whatever you think is bad by this being a yes, your guides are saying that like this was divine timing and that this is meant to happen, y'all. And so they want you to understand that like, while they are totally like sympathetic to the fact that you might be scared right now, They want you to trust in them and trust in this divine timing, and like to be not afraid. I keep hearing that over and over again. Be not afraid. So try not to be afraid, y'all. Okay, let's look at what else we've got. We've got halls of learning. So spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. Okay, yes. I cannot tell you how many times when I'm doing readings for anyone and your guides are coming through strong, that they will always say in their messages to people that they love, contact us. Like, it's well and good that you're like doing a reading on YouTube, or that you're even like doing a reading with somebody privately that you've paid for. Okay. You can get good advice that way, but your guides are saying we are here with you always. And so you can always call upon us to communicate with you. And it just takes time and practice and faith, all right, to hear those messages. Now, if you don't believe in spirit guides, that's totally fine. What do we do then? Well, we focus on the psychological aspects of that you have a mind. The mind is powerful, and that you will get answers to what your body, mind, and psyche need in times of stress, in times of worry, in times of sickness, in times of whatever. Okay. And so whatever your stressors are, or whatever you were worried about and you needed to find out about the outcome of this yes question, your guides are telling me, or your psyche is telling you, that this was all meant to happen. Okay. This was all divine timing. But anytime I hear this spirit guide cards, or I see them, you're getting the message that you have the power within yourself to answer these questions for yourself, and only yourself, better than anyone else can. And you can communicate with your subconscious mind and with your or guides, okay, better than anyone else can as well. But you need to practice and tap into that. Okay, let's see what else we got. Akashic records, clearing old stories, releasing past lives, and freedom. All right, so if you believe in past lives, you might have some old karma coming through from a past life trauma that you need to focus on. Also, traumas of past in this life is also coming through for me, for some of you. And so if you've got trauma for your past life, you don't necessarily need to remember it for it to be affecting you. So do some meditations, look some up on YouTube. There's a ton of freebies out there that are very effective about like healing past life negativity, right? Or healing all negativity, to just hit it all at once. Okay. This life negativity there's tons of meditations for that, but take some time to sit back and reflect. And if we're talking about trauma that you can remember from like this life, or past lives for that matter, if you believe in that, take the time to like sit and do meditations. Like, one meditation that I would highly suggest is like you focus on, and this is a YouTube channel video that I found that was a guided meditation, and I cannot find it again because I was listening to it and it happened like in the middle of playing from something else, and I fell asleep to it, and I didn't get a chance to like and subscribe to whoever did it. So once I find it, I will put a link for it. But basically, you put yourself in a room, you pick a photo album of negative memories, and you pick that memory that is causing you whatever issues you're having. And you go through the memory itself, but you actually like put yourself in the memory as like a third party person, how you are now, and you take like the child you out, or you rescue them, or something else comes in and rescues them, or the outcome is different. Okay. It's like, seems silly, but it actually, they say, is very beneficial for the psyche and the physical body, because they're figuring out more and more that psychological issues have like a tremendous effect on the body. So that being said, clearing old stories means to just face up to like traumas that you've had in the past, and allowing yourself to heal from them, like not just mentally, physically as well. Okay. So look up books like The Body Keeps the Score, and issues of like trauma and the physical effects of like psychological trauma on your physical body, or even just anything mental and how it affects your body. Good information to have. Okay. Moving right along. Sacred inner space, sacral chakra, tenderness, sensuality. Yes. So I'm also picking up this need for you. Sorry, this won't focus. The light keeps changing outside. We're right at like dusk while I'm filming this, so I apologize, y'all. Also look up some awesome videos on sacral chakras. Meditative Mind is one of my favorite channels on YouTube. Please check it out. Really awesome if you want to check out like sacral chakra stuff. Very guided beginner stuff. They even have like little healing camp videos that will take you through like a 20-minute, introduction to each of your chakras and help you align them and cleanse them and all that fun stuff. Food for thought. So they're saying to focus on your sacral chakra, which is right underneath your belly button. Okay. So like in the womb area, right? In the lower back. And this is all about your sensuality, your creativity, your pleasure center. And so a lot of times with sacral chakras, I tell people to focus on the pleasure of life and the pleasure of the journey, and not just focusing on this end result of this being a yes. Take it one day at a time, because this was supposed to happen, okay? And Emerald Tablet activation, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifestation or manifesting. Okay, good. So sacral chakras, the color is orange. Green is the heart chakra. Okay, so focusing on the color green, I think is very nice. I also noticed like this like orangey like trend here. So do some meditations on your heart chakra as well. But this cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting, this is totally tying into this idea of this being meant to happen right now for you. And that's why it is a yes. And so focus yourself on consciously manifesting acceptance, okay? And manifesting this divine ability within yourself at coping and adjusting to new things, okay? So that being said, I'm going to grab just one of these little cards, and I didn't introduce these in the beginning, but they're called Making Magic, all right? And they just have like little like archetypes or spells or just advice on just ways to have like action towards something when you are in a situation of contemplation like you are right now. Look at this. Here we go. Self-confidence, strong self-belief, and a sense of worth. Okay. So yeah, they're saying even though this is a yes and you feel like you can't handle this, have confidence, y'all, because you've got this, okay? Do some meditations on your sacral chakra. I know that sounds so dumb, but like honestly, you work on that for a couple of months and you might amazingly like have a turnaround, okay? See a doctor, see a psychologist if you need to, or a psychiatrist if it's a mental situation. See both if you have a physical ailment that is very serious, like, or life-changing, like pregnancy, or an ailment that is more serious or life-threatening, or, something chronic that you're going to have for like ever, like autoimmune or whatever. See a doctor, and then see a psychiatrist or a psychologist to help you deal with that, to help you cope with that. If you can't afford that, look online, because right now there is a wealth of freebies out there. And you've got to, use your intuition, okay, and use your keen psychological insight. If you don't believe in the spiritual or your guides, ask your guides to help you find things, okay? Set your boundaries with people around you who are trying to help that aren't helping, all right? Very loaded reading. I think maybe a lot of people might end up picking this reading over time, okay? And that's why I've got so much scattered energy here. So, oof. That is what I have for you, pile 3. So please like and subscribe if this was helpful. Give me some comments on how this resonated with you, as well as readings you'd like to see in the future. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care. If you would like a private reading, you can email me. I believe my email is listed on my channel. So thank you so much. I am sending so much positive energy to y'all. Take care. We'll see ya. Hello, pile 4. So if you picked the black agate, we are going to go ahead and try to get a yes or no for your question. So go ahead and focus on the pendulum. Think about your question. Make sure it's a yes or no question. Make sure it's only one question. Okay, and I'm going to do a circle is yes, side to side is no, and that can be either way. So counterclockwise, clockwise, circles, doesn't matter. Either one's a yes. Side to side, if it's up and down, or side to side, doesn't matter. If it's a swing of side to side, then we will take it as a no. I am going to close my eyes now and just open them to check from time to time. Okay. Try to make this still. Okay, go ahead and focus. Sorry. Benevolent guides of pile number 4. Could you please give them a yes or no question or answer to their question? If it is a yes, please give them a swing around circle. If it is a no, please do a side to side swing. Doesn't matter the direction. Circle for yes, swing for no. 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 Oh, 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 oh. That looks pretty circly to me. Okay. We will take that. Sorry if that was going forever and I was like sitting there with my eyes closed trying to like still focus. Okay. So pile 4s. That was a definite yes. Kind of interesting. It was like no, no, yes, yes. So anyway. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what tarot has to say. About half and half, so let's go ahead and keep going. But let's take that one for sure. I'm looking for about, 4 or 5 cards for pile 4 of why this was a yes. Why this was a yes for pile 4. Ooh. Okay. Let's go ahead and zoom a little bit. No, but not much. There we go. These ones came out upside. They're facing down. These ones flipped right out all together at once. So I just took them in the order that they were reading this way. Okay, so why this was a yes for pile 4. Why this was a yes for pile 4. So, before we go into the interpretation here, pile 4s, I said this to all the piles so far, so I will include you as well. This is a general reading, so it's going to be totally all over the place as far as energies go, and depending on how many people are eventually going to read this or watch this. So take what resonates, leave the rest, and we will do our best to figure out what it is that you need. I'm also doing a, if you wanted this to be a yes, and also some interpretation if for those of you who did not want it to be a yes. Okay, so for some of you, this is good news. For some of you, this is bad. We will do both. Okay. And always keep in mind too with tarot, whether it's your mind that you believe is doing the work here or your guides, fear and despair is never the end game for the interpretation. Okay. That's movie stuff. Okay. And that's all based around spooky, ooky fear. Okay, which is all fun and good if you like to watch a good scary movie or whatever. But for divine interpretation of things, to life's ponders, we don't want to use negativity for that. So let go of your fear. And let's look at why this was a yes. So I'm seeing this Ace of Cups. And Ace of Cups is one of the most benevolent. All the aces I feel are positive. Okay. especially next to this King of Pentacles. This king is an earthly king, and he's all about stuff that happens here, particularly with like health, money, that kind of deal. And so your guides are saying this is a yes because you've earned it. And I got that same message with the last pile in certain regards. You, in some cases, have worked really hard at something here on earth, okay, that has to do with emotional well-being. Perhaps it's like family stuff I'm getting for some of you, that you worked really hard as like, and whether or not you're a man or a woman, as like a big supporter financially of the family, okay, and that you were responsible for a lot, and that you have every right to be proud of that because you helped fill that cup to the point of being overflowing. You also give a lot emotionally, is what I'm hearing, okay? And so your guides are saying this is a yes because you've given so much, is what I'm hearing for some of you. Let's get into some more. The Page of Pentacles, the pages are always about new beginnings, okay? And then they're also about messages coming through. And with the Page of Pentacles, I always get this sense of that you're going to get some kind of an answer, like this yes answer, if you didn't already have it, or if you didn't know for sure what was going to happen. The confirmation of this being a yes is going to manifest very soon, okay? And you're going to get, or at the very least, you're going to get confirmation that it will happen soon, like a letter in the mail, or a check, or a contract, or something. Okay, let's go over here to King of Swords. So you've got two kings here. Financial supporter, okay, communicator, protector, and this like, I'm like trying to find this transformative like energy, this ability to adapt, to like change, okay, is also coming through for you. And this people have noticed that you have done this, okay. What I am seeing for some of you is that some of you are worried that nobody is witnessing how hard you've worked. Does that make sense? And that you feel like if they haven't noticed, this is what it's reducing you to, is this like being left out in the cold with no recognition whatsoever, and you're just going along and no one's seeing even that you're suffering, okay? But what your guides are saying is that if that was your question, they're saying that yes, you have been recognized, okay? Even if you don't see it. So here's the recognition, here's you not seeing it, right? Does that make sense? They're also aware of the sacrifices that you've made and the secret or the little hurts that you've taken, and the sacrifices and how the tolls that they've taken on you, that you've taken in stride, that you're maybe worried that nobody will notice because you took it so well, okay? They did notice, okay? And everyone's impressed by that. Like they see you as like this like inexhaustible source of energy, of like control, okay? And I feel like you'll be getting news for that soon, or accolades for that soon, or you're going to realize that soon. Does that make sense, Pile 4? I'm like, I've never done this kind of a reading before, and it's like the energy is very strange. Okay, so I hope that makes sense with the tarot. As far as this being a yes. So if you didn't want this to be a yes, okay, let me look and see what's coming through for that. If you didn't want this to be a yes. Okay. I got a similar read on the last one, or one of them. My mind is running together at this point for the Pile 4. What your guides are saying is, if this is a situation that you didn't want to be a yes, they're saying that you don't have to worry, because this is a yes for a reason, okay? And that even though you can't see it yet, there's divine timing behind it. And I got the same type of deal with the other one. This is the type, whenever we have something coming through that's like, this is how it is. And you're like, no, please. And they're like, nope, that's how it is. It's a yes. Okay. It's happening whether you want it to or not. Does that make sense? But what your guides are telling me is that it's not as bad as you think. The Five of Pentacles is all about a misperception of feeling this way when it's not true. The answer is right there in front of them, but they're just not looking at it right. Okay. And so your guides are telling you to focus in on what you do have and what you can see, and the fact that, like, even though this is a yes and you don't want it to be, there's a darn good reason why. Okay. So that's going to lead to this security and experience of these two kings here that I explained before about being like this earthly, well adjusted, communicative and supportive and powerful, but warm and grounded and successful. Okay, is what I'm looking at here. And so you're going to get that message soon as to why this happened and why it is a yes and why it is a good thing that it's happening this way. Does that make sense? Even though you didn't want it to be a yes, you're going to get confirmation soon, confirming to you why it's a good thing and that it's going to lead to these wonderful positive elements of the tarot reading here. And that you're going to get confirmation of that soon. And you'll realize, like, okay, that's why it was a yes and I didn't want it to be. Okay. Sorry, guys. I know I'm really tongue-tied today. Okay, so at least I didn't cough all the way through that like I did with the last batch. Okay, so let's look at things that you need to surrender to help you move along with this answer being yes. Okay, and we'll both do those of you that wanted it to be a yes and those of you who did not want it to be a yes. And 4 of them I saw just slid right out there. And I was looking for exactly 4. So look at that. Okay, so these are surrender oracle cards, and it's just going to tell you things that you need to let go of. Okay, so let's look and see what we have first. Surrender a defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Okay, let's set that right there. Okay, so with surrendering defensiveness, I see that maybe in this case, if you wanted let's do all of these first and then we'll do it. And then I'll interpret them all. Let's do it that way since I have such an amazing mind today. Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspect of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from being you. Okay. Next. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solution and celebrate every baby step forward. I'm seeing that over here a lot with this energy of this card over here. So I'm going to stick that right there. And then we have surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to put that under this king for confidence. Okay, so if you wanted this to be a yes, y'all, all your guides are saying is trust in who you are. If somebody disagrees with you, don't end up feeling like a pariah about it. Like, why can't you accept the fact that this is how it's supposed to be? Okay, don't worry about that. Surrender defensiveness and just be like, I'm sorry you feel that way, but guess what? That's how it is. You know, like if somebody's defensive or jealous that you got a promotion, or whatever. Okay, if they didn't want it to be a yes for you. Go ahead and just don't get defensive with people, and don't worry about if it is a yes for you. And this is something that I also told another group. if this is a yes for you that you wanted, you're going to get a lot, or if it's not, you're going to get a lot of unsolicited advice from people who are not experts, okay? And they're going to give you all kinds of advice that you may or may not have even asked for. Just don't get defensive with them. Thank them for their advice, and then just do what you want to do and enjoy what you want to enjoy, especially if someone's criticizing you, okay? And telling you that maybe you didn't deserve it or that you're not going to appreciate it. And so they're like telling you how to appreciate it. Okay, just thank them for their advice and move on. You don't even have to tell them that it bothered you, that they were being all, nosy and whatnot. Okay, so if you didn't want it to be a yes, don't be defensive of people being like, oh, I told you this wasn't going to work out, or something along those lines, okay? Or even being defensive with yourself, okay? Or somebody asks you what happened and you get defensive even though they are not judging or asking you in a bad way. They were just genuinely curious, okay? So just don't get defensive in any way, shape, or form, whether you wanted this to be a yes or whether you did not want it to be a yes. If you wanted it to be a yes, you did everything right, okay? And you should just bask in it. Surrender to the magic of who you are. You are the one to take credit for this. Don't give too much of it away. Give credit to those who helped you, but take credit for what you got here, okay? If you didn't want this to be a yes, it's okay. This is part of your journey, okay? And your guides are saying that you need to just surrender to this being your journey and just let go, take a breath. There's no switching it back now. It is a yes, okay? So just kind of relax and try to take in the fact that this is going to end in this wonderful positivity and not end in what you fear it's going to. So they're saying surrender to fear next. Let go of anything fearful that maybe the people who are so concerned and want to give you advice, those people are also really good about what I call putting fear into your mind. Like, oh, I'm glad this happened, but aren't you worried this might happen because of it? Especially if you were happy it was a yes, and then they're like, oh, but are you sure that this isn't going to come along and ruin it? People just say weird, dumb things all the time. I don't even know why they do it, but just thank them. They don't mean you any harm. I don't feel anybody coming through that's jealous or upset with you. Okay, maybe somewhere in there somebody might be, but I don't think so. I think maybe that's fear coming through, that maybe somebody's looking down their nose at you, but they're not, okay? So don't get defensive. Let go of your fear. Those of you who wanted this to be a yes, there's nothing to fear, okay? They're saying this is a total green light of goodness coming through. And then surrender to trust for both of you. Trust yourself and your decisions. So those of you that wanted it to be a yes, trust in that this was totally what was supposed to happen for you. Don't get imposter syndrome. Don't feel like you can't be woohoo or celebrating yourself or loving yourself a little bit because you did such a good job, etc. If you didn't want this to be a yes, trust yourself and your decisions that brought you here, and that this is going to level out, y'all, and that you're not going to end up out in the cold, okay? And don't be swayed by other people's opinions. Don't be defensive towards them, and just be focused on the fact that you're on the right path, that your guides are saying regardless if you wanted this to be a yes or if you didn't want it to be a yes, you are on the right path. Okay, so let's get you some Gateway of Light activation cards. And these will give you some insight into meditations that we can tell you to do or try, areas of your chakras that you can work on, etc. I just need about 4, and if we can't get any to fall out, oh, here's 3. One more. Let's go with that one. All right. So, first off, Merkaba activation. Transcendence. Sorry, I can't get this to focus. I'm losing light fast. Ascension. You are rising up. Halls of Learning, Spirit Guides, Confirmation, Great Lessons. Okay, this also came through for the last group. Interesting. So did this one. Solar light upgrade, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and willpower. Oh, no, this one is different. The last one was sacral. Okay. And star being healing codes. Important information, wounds are healed and recharging. Let's stick this one right up. Oh, right here. Okay, so with this Merkaba, if I'm saying that wrong, Merkaba, I'm putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable, perhaps. That was from a movie with Mike Myers, I can't remember which. Transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. If you wanted this to be a yes, this is just confirmation and celebration of that, okay? If you didn't want this to be a yes, your guides are coming through, your psyche's coming through saying that this was meant to happen and you need this to happen for you to rise up and get to this point here. And you will be getting confirmation of that soon. Remember that. Next, we had the Halls of Learning, Spirit Guides, Confirmation, Great Lessons. Once again, confirmation of, and my cat just came through. This is Sullivan, by the way. And Sullivan, anytime one of my cats crashes one of the videos, I always say, take that as a sign of good luck and confirmation that you are on the right path and everything is happening according to plan. Okay, so, my bad. Let's see. Anytime I'm doing a reading and I see spirit guides, your psyche wants you to tap into talking to them yourself on your own time as well. Also, doing readings is great. Don't unsubscribe, please. But, bye, Sully. But please make sure that you are staying grounded or in tune with that idea of learning more about what your spiritual journey should be, okay? Or what your highest psychological aspirations are, or your highest emotional health aspirations are, okay? Whatever is that you need that will make you feel like the best you can possibly be, it's coming through that you need to focus on doing that however you need, okay? Also with upgrades, it looks like solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and willpower is something that is going to be a boost for you, whether this was a yes you wanted or a yes you didn't want. You're going to have the inner fire, the willpower, the inner drive and centeredness to take this on and deal with it in a positive way. You will know how soon, okay? And all these good things are going to come to pass that we've talked about before, earlier in the reading. And then star being healing codes, important information, wounds are healed, recharging. Yes, that's just more confirmation. Something's going to come through soon that's going to confirm that everything is going to be okay. Okay. All right. So last but not least, this was a deck that I didn't introduce at the beginning because I didn't realize I was going to use it. It's called Making Magic. They're these tiny little cards. And I just need one of them for you, just for a last final word on making pile 4 feel better. And you know, especially if I called them pile 3 the whole time. Sorry, y'all. It's been a long day. Alright. Triple moon. Embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. Good. Yep. Remember? Okay. So you do you. Surrender to the magic of who you are. This is all supposed to happen. Okay. Don't be afraid. Don't let fear take over. This is all supposed to happen. This is going to be a good thing, pile 4s. Okay. So leave me some comments, like and subscribe. Let me know what readings you'd like to see in the future. Let me know if you'd like a private reading, okay? And as always, take care of yourselves, and we will see you at one of the next ones. Bye.